Hey everybody, welcome back to Digi Bros!
Howdy, howdy, howdy. I've got a surprise for you guys. So I had to go on single player and play a bunch of missions to unlock the cave. So I made a new guy, Robo Goopta. That's Goopta served cold. I'm very excited about this new opportunity to showcase Robo Goopta because he is my soulmate.
Yeah, after our realization at the end of the last video that we would have to play through the entire forest every play session unless one of us played single player mode, Victor went and did that. And it's great because not only does he now have money...
I have a lot of money.
Yeah, not only does he now have a lot of money, he's no longer playing a force, and he didn't get more leveled than me.
Yeah, we're the same level.
Somehow you managed to just stay at the same level, so that's good.
We're on
I'm guessing
even
we still
playing
have to play
field.
through Cave 1 again.
Yes, we still have to play through Cave 1. You always have to play through the starter one. And I didn't get the Cave 2 as Robo Goopta.
Right.
But we don't have to do the forest again.
Yes.
So
you will not have to watch us play
on
through
that.
the forest yet again. You know, oh wait, it just said Forest 1.
Oh, son of a... Oh, it's because you walked in the portal.
Oh, God. This is such bullshit.
This game is a pain in the ass.
So much bureaucratic red tape.
Yes.
Let me drink some of this fucking wine.
Okay, walk in the portal. And I am a ranger now, having a good time with my guns. Oh, what the fuck?
What happened?
This is bullshit.
What happened?
I unlocked the goddamn cave.
You're sure you unlocked the cave, right?
Yeah, I went there.
Do we both have to have unlocked the cave?
I don't know, because we've done this before, right? Fuck my ass.
It was Robo Goopta you did it with.
Yes. I made... Huh.
You're absolutely sure you unlocked the cave?
Yeah, I did, because I went there. Remember, I stopped playing right after I unlocked it so I wouldn't level up more.
And you're sure it's not that I have to do it too?
Motherfucker, I didn't think so. You have to do it. Oh, that'd be so tedious. I mean, I guess we gotta play through Forest, because...
Well!
I mean, we started. I hope you guys enjoy watching the Forest.
Yep.
You're not watching it. You're tabbing over, hopefully. I hope you're not watching this game.
Well... Yeah.
Sorry, guys. I tried. I spent, like a few hours burning through those...
You really
like,
did.
boring-ass story quests. It was like 3 hours I sat there while kind of edited a video.
Yeah, I was editing that
through
stupid, 5... Well, it's not stupid, but the 5 romantic comedy things I want.
That's one of your videos I watched.
Oh, what did you think of it?
It was good.
What, did you feel the points were salient? Do you know what that means?
Do I? Why don't you go ahead and explain to me what it means? Even though it's not like I trust you on knowing what words actually mean. You're pretty good at using words out of context.
I recently looked it up to make sure because I love the word salient. Because people say like you made a really salient point, which is basically like a relevant and good point.
Yes.
But you know, that's one of those I had to check up on again and be sure that I knew what it was. But
what was that? I called you out on a word pretty recently.
Subterfuge.
No, it was centrifuge.
Centrifuge.
Because it turned out that subterfuge was what I meant. You meant, but you were saying centrifuge. And I was like, okay, I actually know that word because I did science things.
Right.
It's a machine.
Specifically, you did videography for a science.
It's quite tedious. That never became anything, and I never got paid for it. So
you really never got paid for it?
Yeah, I gave them the video. They never contacted me again, and I never contacted them again because I was just like, "Fuck it, I don't want to deal with them anymore. I don't need to get paid."
Weren't you involved with that for like a year or something?
Yes. Oh my god. Oh, I hated them. That's actually one of like 2 or 3 jobs that I've never gotten paid for because I don't want to deal with it. Like the last Aloha video I did, I probably should have got like $100 for, and I still haven't asked for that money just because I don't want to like deal with that.
So I guess you're not doing
anymore.
Aloha anymore.
Not really, because I'm just like I can't stand the girl I work for. She's become very annoying.
Even though she totally wanted to ride your dick before.
Yeah. I'm glad I have dodged that fucking situation.
You turned her down too many times. She got fucking fed up with you.
No, she still acts the fucking same, and it's just gotten very annoying. And I have to meet with her to get paid. So it's like if I want to get paid, I have to sit through a tedious person, and I'm just like, no, like the money's not even worth it. Like I'm so sick of this shit. Just not a decent person to deal with. It's one of the people with way too much energy, and then they're talking about shit. I'm like, I don't fucking care. Just give me my money. Like, just pay me so I can go home. Like, I don't care about your life.
Well. Right. Well, what was it? Explain subterfuge and centrifuge and why I was using the.
I don't remember what context you used it in,
well,
but you had just used it like it was cool.
Well, because I think whichever one I was using, I was trying to say that it was like a fusion of a bunch.
Yeah,
of
you're
things.
trying to say it fuses things, and I was saying that a centrifuge, the purpose as a machine is that it separates like solids and liquids. So I imagine you're not using the word right as fusing when it's a machine that separates.
Opposite. Yes. Whereas subterfuge would be what I actually meant, right?
I should say it separates the solid components of like a liquid mixture or whatever. Right. We were using it to separate like
I was trying to talk about like some
but.
kind of like analytical concept, like it's a subterfuge of all these different.
You were just using it because it sounded cool.
Yeah, it does sound really cool.
You sound real smart when you say fucking centrifuge.
Unless it doesn't make sense at all.
Of course. Oh.
Yeah. I've definitely, like, gotten into the habit of looking up all the words I use because of the fact that...
Thank God.
Well, cause...
There's so many things I get called out on because you taught me, like, how to say a word or something.
I mean, because I learned them all through, like, just context clues,
yes.
You know? Like, it's always words I saw somebody use, and I assumed it meant this, and then it's just something I started saying. Here's one that I just found the other day that was really fascinating. Faggerjackery.
Faggerjackery?
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
It sounds awesome, right?
Ah, what does that mean?
Because I told...
Is it about jacking fags?
I told... actually, this is what made the conversation happen, because me and you have been talking about this, because Undertale. We were talking about how our friend Nate, also known as the best guy ever, he apparently he wants to go by the name Guy. Did you ever get that out of his videos?
No, I had no idea.
He claims that he's dropped enough hints that everyone should know that he's supposed to be called Guy.
I see. I would have just called him best guy ever.
No one has called him Guy.
That's weird,
at all as like a name. But he'll have like a icon that says like Guy says, like, you know, on screen. So it's like nobody thinks that means you. You have to introduce yourself and say like, call me Guy, and then we'll get it. But anyways,
I am Guy.
Guy, or Nate, also known as Keg Standard, pick a fucking stage name, dude. Was giving all this shit about Undertale and how he's like, oh, you haven't really played it unless you played through it multiple times and all that good old fashioned and he was giving Jesse Jesse was like, should I kill people or not? And he was like, oh, you should make your own decisions. And I was like, just don't kill people. He's like, it's obviously you're not supposed to. It makes it more fun, you know?
Yes.
And Nate was being all bitchy about it. I said, Nate, all your faggerjacking about about how fucking amazing this game is makes nobody want to play it, right? And Jesse was like, that word, faggerjacking, that was incredible, right? And so I was like, where the what does this word mean? Something like, I mean, it seems appropriate for that context, but what the fuck? So I Google it, and the only results, and it's faggerjackery is the way that it was used in the original context, but the only results are from an anime blog called Shameful Otaku Secret, which is run by a friend of mine named Otosan.
So is it an actual word?
The only one of those links on the page that wasn't from his blog was from Ghost Lightning's blog.
Oh no!
And it's from a post called Anime is Serious Business because Guilt is Serious Business, which is one of my favorite posts ever written, and I've read it countless times.
Yeah.
So the reason I've picked up the word faggerjackery is because of this post, and I've never realized it. I've never thought it was out of place.
Yeah.
I never thought it was a word that I'd never seen anywhere else.
But it's not even a real word, is it?
Apparently, it's just something Otosan made up.
That's awesome.
And then Ghost Lightning, who's really good friends with Otosan.
It is too much to be a real word. Like, just no way.
But it's incredible that, like, because there was a lot of results for Otosan using this. So clearly it's a word that he, like, made up and used a bunch. And then Ghost Lightning put it in his post because he's friends with him and he liked the word. So
Fagger
so it's a
jacker.
word that those two guys made up, and I've just taken it for granted that it's a word just from reading these posts, and I've been using it casually for like years.
Oh,
you know?
oh, Dad, what are those guys doing in that alleyway? Well, my boy, that's fagger jackery.
I think of it as just like quit your fagger jackery, or like
Yes.
there's so I think the phrase is so much fagger jackery is what he says in the post. Like there's so much fagger jackery over this thing, you know.
Fagger jackery. It sounds like such a dapper word.
It's awesome. It's an incredible word that apparently was completely made up by my anime
my
blogging
God.
buddies, and is not real in any other context. I
How
was like
beautiful.
really
How
mind
beautiful.
blown by that.
What an enlightening catchphrase there.
So that's where these words that I use come from. It's just I read other people say them, and then like I just start saying it.
Man,
you know?
that's Goopta served cold.
Are you really doing this?
Doing what?
Is this
I don't know what I'm doing.
Am I living on this earth?
What are you talking about?
Whoa, free boxes.
I'd like to come up with the backstory for Goopta.
Robo.
What is Robo Goopta's origin? I feel like the original Goopta must have been the scientist that created
Was
Robo
the original
Goopta.
Goopta spelled like actual Goopta, or was it
Yes,
spelled
Goopta has
two
always
O's?
been spelled Goopta in my mind.
But I mean, the scientist who created Robo Goopta, was his name spelled Goo?
Yes,
or G?
obviously, because that's
Okay.
the superior way to spell Goopta. I mean, a scientist would know that. I'm sure he's a pretty good linguist too. Where are you going, here?
More boxes.
Robo Goopta is definitely the Indian, or the original Goopta is the Indian scientist that created Robo Goopta
My
to
God.
be the perfect human being, the perfect cybernetic human
We
human
dreamed
being.
of creating the
We
strongest
dreamed-
Goopta,
Creating the
and
best-
we succeeded.
This is the best Goopta in the world. Have you ever seen a better
The
Goopta?
best Goopta in the world. It was the best Goopta in the world.
Oh, beautiful. I'm just so satisfied. Look at him go, man.
Look into his robot eyes, and it's easy to see.
Look at that robot face.
01100111010.
Bitch in pink hair. Oh my god.
Should
That's
I?
it. We've jumped the shark.
Should I call this next time on Digi Bros?
Has it been that much time already? Wow.
We are trying to cut these shorter. It's been 12
we
minutes.
jumped the evil shark.
We've failed miserably so far at cutting these shorter, because when I start telling a story, man.
Yeah.
I mean, just now, I had no intentions of talking about Fagger Jackery for so long.
But it's good. That gives us more content, which we haven't been
Right.
able to do in a long time.
yeah.
We've been pretty
That was very just
sticking to
riff-
our stories and not
Something
making
about
random
this
things.
game is a lot easier to like riff off of than,
guess,
than
yeah.
Twilight Princess was. Because with Twilight Princess, it really was like anytime we finished our topics, we were just done.
Yes.
Like we had nothing else to talk about. And even with the first playthrough of this, we had like 4 episodes before we started talking about subjects, and they kept going on too long because we'd
Yeah.
get into stories.
Well, I've been watching a bunch of Game Grumps this week, and I have been
Well,
considering that
We'll
studying.
talk about that on the. Well, okay, you didn't mean that was a topic. I thought
No,
you were,
it was not a
reaching
topic.
Into it.
I
All
was-
right, next
yeah.
time on Digi Bros, we will talk about something else.
We'll be, yeah.